Thank you very much for joining us. The latest ceasefire between Azerbaijan and Armenia is crumbling after just 2 days. Azerbaijan is accusing Armenia of killing at least 21 civilians and wounding dozens more in strikes close to the disputed region of Nagorno-Karabakh. The attack in the city of Barda is the deadliest on civilians since fighting started a month ago between the two nations. Armenia denies the attacks, which comes days after the U.S. brokered a humanitarian truce. At the same time, Armenia's prime minister has accused Azerbaijan of an attack on a maternity hospital in Stepanakert, the capital of Nagorno-Karabakh. As of yet, there are no reported casualties. Well, we have two reporters on this story. RORY CHALLANDS is in Armenia's capital, Yerevan. But first, we go to HODA ABDEL-HAMID, who's in Baku, Azerbaijan. HODA, what more are you hearing first about this attack in Barda?
Well, we did speak to some people in Barda city who really described several hours of intense shelling. As you said, it was the worst attack on civilians since this round of hostilities began. Now, the latest number still stands at 21 dead, but more than 70 injured. And as we understand it, some are in very critical condition. Now, this comes at the back of 4 other people who died on Tuesday evening, including an infant, not very far from Barda city in a village nearby. The authorities here were quick to condemn that attack. President Ilham Aliyev himself said that, well, the response will come back, will be on the battlefield. An aide to the president said that the Armenians had used cluster Smersh long-range missiles to hit the city of Barda today. And the army is saying that they're still trying to figure out the extent of the damage that has been done. But as we understand it, there has been several civilian infrastructures that were hit too.
HODA, thank you for that. HODA ABDEL-HAMID in Baku, Azerbaijan for us. Let's get the view now from Armenia and RORY CHALLANDS in Yerevan. RORY, there was already a lot of skepticism about this latest ceasefire holding. I mean, the other two crumbled, and you know, this third one came with U.S. help. What is the word from the Armenians? What are they saying happened?
Well, the Armenians are saying at the end of the first day of the ceasefire that the ceasefire was dead, so I don't think they hold any faith in it whatsoever anymore. There was little faith in it from the outset, really, although the Armenians were saying they were sticking by it. But today, obviously, has been a grim day, the worst for civilians, it seems, in this conflict so far. The Armenians have denied that they attacked Barda, shelled Barda, but the pictures obviously tell a different story. The Armenians are saying that it is they who have been the victim of shelling today in Nagorno-Karabakh, that the capital, the main city in Nagorno-Karabakh, Stepanakert, has been attacked, and that the main hospital there has been badly hit, particularly the maternity wing of it. No casualties as far as we're aware in that incident, but they have also said, the Armenians, that the city of Shushi has been attacked as well, and that 1 civilian died in that rocket attack, I think they're calling it, and 2 were injured. Now, Nikol Pashinyan is saying that this is a continuation of what he's calling a genocidal policy against the civilians of Nagorno-Karabakh, the Armenians of Nagorno-Karabakh. This is the kind of language that I've heard another time over the last couple of days. I was interviewing a government figure yesterday, and he was also saying that in Armenia this is being perceived as a continuation, really, of the Armenian genocide, in which, you know, going back 100 years plus, the Ottoman Empire waged a campaign against Armenians and exterminated in a pretty systematic way up to 1.5 million of them. So that's how it's being viewed here in Armenia, that this is an existential crisis that the country is going through at the moment, that it is defending itself against outside aggression, and that perhaps this is the kind of thing that we might see more of as both sides get increasingly embittered, increasingly desperate, perhaps, that attacks on civilian centres are going to increase as well.
Thank you for that. RORY CHALLANDS live there in Yerevan, Armenia.